tuberculosis. Please, I want to advise you that this lecture is very, very important, because what you do not know about, you may just stand the risk of getting it unknowingly as a result of negligence. And Super Life is bringing this viable opportunity to us weekly, so that we will not be among those categories of ignorant people, that we can remain healthy and wealthy. So today we are looking at tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is a very dangerous sickness. The organism that causes tuberculosis is no friend to anybody. Let me say something revealing to all of you. Tuberculosis, the organism that causes it, has a sister. Do you know who the sister of tuberculosis is? The sister of tuberculosis is leprosy. Now, why is tuberculosis the sister to leprosy? It's because the organism that causes tuberculosis is a sister to the organism that causes leprosy. So for some of you that will say, this thing is not disturbing me, so I'm not bothered. Please be bothered. The organism responsible for tuberculosis is called Mycobacterium tuberculosis. It's a bacterium, while the one responsible for leprosy is Mycobacterium leprae. But today we are zooming in on tuberculosis. Give me a minute. Right, Our slide is delayed today. I'm having a bit of a challenge. Having a little bit of a technical challenge today. Please just bear with me. Yes, sorry for that interlude. Sometimes machines can be very interesting. Now, back to what I was saying. Tuberculosis is an infectious disease that can cause infection in your lungs and so many other tissues. In this today's lecture, we're going to see how it not only attacks your lungs, but as well as other tissues. Once somebody is infected with latent tuberculosis, please remember it is caused by a bacterium, and the name of that bacterium is Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Apart from your lungs, this pathogen can affect your spine. It can affect your brain, and it can as well affect your kidneys. So it is not a pathogen that should be played with. The name tuberculosis comes from the Latin root word, which means nodule, something that sticks out. You look look at the lungs of people who have this disease, you find their lungs more or less look like out lung. And that is what this particular bacterium does to people with the infection. And when those who have either cough or saliva. So that is how this organism can leave the body of people who have the disease outside. So that means the portal of exit of this disease from somebody who is sick with it is either from the nose or from the mouth. Either from the nose or the mouth. And that three is equally the nose or the mouth. So the same way the person who has the infection can give it to you is the same through which you too can collect. So that means if the person is sneezing out and you are breathing in, you can take the infection in. Looking at the diagram, you can see how terribly looking this bacillus is, this rod-shaped bacillus. Looking at the diagram can equally make you very unhappy, let alone having millions of these looking people take this organism for granted. And because they take them for granted, more than 10 million people worldwide fall ill with TB every year. Those who take this organism for granted, they are among the 10 million people every year that come down with tuberculosis. Please, this lecture is very important. Why? Because we don't want